Spaceflight Simulator 1.6 update is way closer than we think it is. I just saw this a few hours ago. Reddit user Wither made a post recently sharing some leaks for SFS 1.6, and the first thing that caught my eye was this new capsule. Now if you look at it, we can see all these different vents and rivets and the different hatches and windows, and also what appears to be some cold gas thrusters. So if these are actually some cold gas thrusters, then I suppose we would see this new capsule with an integrated RCS system along with the fuel. So that would be really cool. Now this can be a completely new part or a rework of the old capsule that we all know and love. I think that this is a new capsule because it appears to be proportionally wider than the original capsule in the game, and also the fact that this capsule bears resemblance in style to those new engines that were shared by Stef on Discord. It appears that these new parts have more realistic textures, but don't worry, SFS is not going 3D. These textures are realistic, but they will remain 2D. There can be a 3D game as well, but that would be SFS 2 if that does happen, which in my last video I talked about that actually is likely to happen. So if you haven't watched that video, this is a shameless plug for that video. And next up, we can see that the world save screen has been reworked. The placeholder template used here now shows a new cheats enabled icon, implying that now the players who have the cheats DLC have the option to set cheats while creating the world. Now this presumably means that these cheats, these settings would remain permanent once the world has been created. And also, if you see, the background has now been changed. The background right now for the world menu is the stars in space background that the game uses. Well, it's not its official name, by the way, that's just how I call it. But the new background shows the Earth. And there is one difference though, because this Earth is blue. Now Earth in SFS is green in color because the ground has a grassy texture, but we call the Earth a blue planet, and in the words of the great Carl Sagan himself, our pale blue dot. Now we know that large bodies of water are blue because of Raman effect, but does that translate to this situation as well? Is the Earth being blue just an artistic choice, or are we really getting water? Now this confuses me because if I'm being honest, SFS has built a large following because of the fact that it is so accessible. SFS is on mobile devices and the basic version is free. So this, along with the fact that SFS is actually a very nice game, is the reason why it is so popular. And adding water physics introduces a hardware limitation. It is not a big hardware limitation, but it is a limitation nonetheless. There is only one way how I think they can tackle this. If the water is not water but the atmosphere instead, like there won't be any waves or ripples or any reflections and all that fancy stuff. It'll just be like the atmosphere in the game, only much more dense and blue. Now this is a very crude speculation, I know, but this is how I would have done it, and there is a very good reason why I am not a programmer. So just keep this in mind that this is a speculation by someone who knows absolutely nothing about programming. It's like how a caveman would try to figure out how to build a nuclear submarine. And now the next one, and the biggest of them all, Stef has finally spoken out about the release of 1.6. This is a Discord message by Stef saying that the team is on track to release a trailer within the next few weeks. I don't think I need to tell you guys how awesome this news is. We have all been waiting for 1.6 for so long. I mean, I left YouTube and then I came back 3 years later and there still wasn't a 1.6. So this is a really great thing that SFS 1.6 is just around the corner, and I'm sure that we're in store for an awesome trailer in just a few weeks from now. So I guess that is it for this video now. If you have any questions, then let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the like button, and you are free to check out my channel. And if you happen to like the kind of content I make, then you can always subscribe. That will make me very happy. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.